Good morning, students. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you that is problems on. So before moving this problem, I'm giving some the information how to calculate MAT provision. What the steps are involved? The first one in MAT provision section 115 JB should be calculate the book profit. Okay, we should be calculate book profit. After calculating book profit, we should be go for what? Calculation of tax liability. Okay, this is the what procedure for calculation of tax liability under MAT provision. Okay, then when you solve the problems under MAT, no, the very important thing you should be remember that format. Then here the first thing they given what net profit of Arjun Company Limited as per profit and loss account for the previous year 18-19 it is rupees 50 lakh. After what debit and crediting to the following items. So here the company's net profit after recording the what some transaction given in the below. Okay, the company earned 50,000 as a profit. So let's see which are the information they consider for recording profit and loss account in debit side and credit side. The one more information, the very important thing that while calculating the book profit under MAT provision, be careful when you are adding some amount to the net profit. That time that transaction should be already recorded or already debited. Okay, when you are deducting the some amount, okay, in the situation that item already recorded credit side. Okay, apart from that don't consider anything except two things, that is unabsorbed business loss and unabsorbed depreciation as per book. Then one more, the revaluation, depreciation and revaluation. Apart from this, whichever the items you are adding and deducting, that should be already recorded, either is a debit side or credit side in profit and loss account. Okay, otherwise don't take into account. Then we'll move on to one by one. So here first you should be take net profit as per profit and loss account in MAT provision by calculating book profit. For that you should be add some statutory additions. Okay, statutory additions. So here when you are adding to the profit in the form of statutory additions, in the situation should be observe profit and loss account on debit side. Okay, when you are adding some amount to the profit in MAT provision should be observed debit side. When you are deducting the some amount by calculating book profit, then you should be observed credit side. That's enough. Okay, then the two also need to be observed in adjustment for about the two things, that is unabsorbed depreciation and business loss as per books, required as per books. Then another one is that is depreciation and revaluation. Okay, this is the concept. Then first we will add some statutory additions to the profit. So that please observe debit side of the profit and loss account. Okay, it given in the statement form. So we will analyze which are the elements are debited. The first one, provision for income tax. Here when they create the provision, okay, that time definitely they will what debit to the profit and loss account. Okay, so that this amount should be added back to the to the net profit by calculating book profit. So that provision for income tax 7,50,000. Please observe the format. In the format, this is the first thing. It is the first thing is addable to the profit. The provision for IT or what paid, IT paid or penalty or advance, anything is there, that should be added back to the profit by calculating book profit under MAT provision. So second one, provision for deferred tax is 4 lakh. Say if they create any provision, no, that time they will record to the profit loss account on debit side. Okay, already I discussed this concept that depreciation in that video. There is a format of MAT provision video. Okay, in that I clearly said that while taking the depreciation, when you are adding the depreciation, it should be include depreciation on revaluation. Okay, when you are deducting, there should be excludes from the revaluation, depreciation on revaluation. This is the concept, nothing but compulsory should be add, then compulsory should be deduct about the what depreciation in MAT provision. Then which depreciation should be considered? Very careful, the depreciation should be considered how much debited to the profit and loss account. Okay, don't take as per IT in MAT provision, you should be take as per book. As per book, nothing but how much is showing in profit and loss account debit side. Okay, while adding it should be includes depreciation revaluation, by deducting it excludes from the depreciation on revaluation. Okay, please observe this adjustment, that is depreciation is debited to profit and loss account is 12 lakh. Okay, already recorded depreciation 12 lakh, then it includes depreciation on revaluation, that is rupees 2 lakh. Then here in this problem they stated directly this 12 lakh includes depreciation and revaluation. So when we are adding the depreciation to the MAT provision to the net profit, that time we required what? Including revaluation. Okay, so it is already, they only given the 2 lakh is already included. If not included, you should be add to 12 lakh to 2 lakh, then you should be taking. But here they given directly what? Includes. Okay, but in case if they are not mentioned this one, it includes or excludes, in the situation you should be assume that is 12 lakh is includes revaluation, depreciation on revaluation. So here in problem they will not specify like this, include depreciation on revaluation. Okay, if they given just depreciation profit and loss account, you should be think that it is depreciation revaluation is already included. Okay, if until it's specifying. If they specified excluded, then only you should be treated it is excluded. If there is no information includes and excludes depreciation and revaluation on depreciation, that time we should assume that it is includes depreciation on revaluation. Like that you should be assume. Okay, but here they only specified that depreciation is 12,000 is as per profit and loss account is already included. Depreciation on revaluation, there is 2 lakh is already is there, so that you should be add back this 12,000 to the profit. Next one we have, that is a profit from unit established in special economic zone amounted rupees 20 lakh. See here, don't take here, there is an income. Okay, the company is credited to profit and loss account, but don't deduct this amount. Okay, already I told that whichever the entries they require in profit and loss account credit side, that entry is related to the what MAT provision, that time should be deducted. Okay, but here the profit of unit established in special economic zone, it is not comes under what MAT provision, so that you should be ignore. Okay, because we need to pay separate tax on this. Then next one, provision for permanent diminishing the value of investment amount rupees 3 lakh. Say variant point 1. Say the provision, nothing but they created the provision. Definitely they were debited to the profit and loss account. On which purpose? Diminishing the value of investment. Nothing but the company created some amount kept aside from the profit because of the estimation that investment value will be reduced in the future. For avoiding that risk, they created what? Provision. Okay, so it is what? Addable, statutory addable item, so that it should be add back. Okay, with the consideration of this, you will calculate book profit as per normal provision. Sorry, MAT provision. This is the format. According to format, I will solve the problem, because when you are doing the problem on the base of format, no, then you will get familiarized the concept of MAT. Okay. Then first we have to take net profit as per profit loss account is 50. Calculation of book profit under MAT provision. In that first you should be take net profit as per profit loss account is how much? 50 lakh. Then for this you should go for statutory additions. The first one, income tax paid or payable and provision for income tax debited to the profit loss account. This is the first item in statutory additions. Then we have this one, provision for income tax. correct? No, in problem we have provision for income tax. See, observe here, provision for income tax is 7,50,000. Okay, it is a what, addable one, so that I added, see, I add 7,50,000. Next one, transferred to general reserves, debited to the profit and loss account. Any reserves is there? Please observe the problem here. There is no reserves they created. There is no provision they created against of reserves, so that I take a nil value. The next one, provision for meeting the liability in the form of what, uncertain. Okay, any provisions created against of uncertain liability, so that we should be take here, but there is no such kind of what information in the profit and loss account. So majority they will give going to be take here. It is provision for bad debts, then doubtful debts is given, that should be taken into account, along with the, if they specified uncertain liability, that also should be record here. But in this problem there is no like that information. Okay, then next one, the profit for loss of subsidiary company debited to profit loss account. Okay, there is no information, so that I am not taking here. Then next one, dividends paid, proposed debited to the profit loss account. Here dividends paid, proposed interim dividend is given, that should be add back to the profit. This 10 lakh we have, see, observe here, proposed dividend we have 10 lakh, correct? No, so I taken here 10 lakhs. Then next, expenditure related to the exempted income debited to the profit and loss account 10, 11, 12 except 10 section 38. See, I already explained detailedly in the video related about the formats. Okay, then in this problem there is no expenditure related to the exempted income section 10, 11, 12, so that I'm not taking the amount here. Next one, depreciation debited to the profit and loss account including revaluation and depreciation. So observe the problem here, they given they given depreciation debited to the profit and loss account rupees 12 lakh. Okay, this 12 lakh is included the depreciation revaluation 2 lakh. Okay, so that is already included, so directly will take 12 lakh. Okay, if the absence of includes the depreciation revaluation, this word in the situation also should be think that this amount is included depreciation on revaluation. Okay, done. So that I taken 12 lakh here. Then next one, deferred tax provision. Here deferred tax provision debited. Here we have deferred tax provision. If it is debited, it is addable. If it is credited, deductible. Say we have deferred tax provision here. So we have deferred tax provision. Please observe here, there is 4 lakh deferred tax provision. Okay, so that we should be add. It is debit side, we should be add. Is credit side, it should be deduct. Next one, provision for diminishing the value of asset debited to the profit and loss account. See, we have this one, diminishing provision for diminishing the value of investment. If we have, okay, please observe the problem here. See, here we have provision for permanent diminishing value of the what investment. So it is addable one. It is addable one. So there should be add back. Okay, we should be add back. That is 3 lakh. The next one, balance in revaluation reserves relating to the revalued asset in the retirement or disposal of such asset. So there is no entry here, so that I am ignoring. Then 11th one, loss on transfer of shares in special purpose of vehicle business trust debited to profit loss account. There is no information, so that I am not recording any amount here. So with the summation of that, you will get 86 lakhs 50,000. Okay, then next go for what, statutory deductions. Take one by one. The first one, as per format, amount withdraw from the reserves or provision credited to profit loss account. See here, any amount of withdraw from the reserves and provisions is credited to profit loss account, that should be deduct. Okay, nothing but if we created the reserves or provision, that should be add back from that what reserves, any amount withdrawn, that should be deduct. If you created, then you should be add. If you withdrawn, you should be deduct. Okay, there is no amount like that. Then exempted income is created. See, any kind of exempted income is given. Okay, There section 10, section 11, any income related to the exempted income, okay, under section 10, 11, 12, except section 10, section 38, if it is credited, that amount should be deducted. See here, there is no that kind of entry here. Then amount withdrawn from revaluation reserves, okay, any amount is withdrawn from the revaluation reserves. See here, the first item is there, no, withdraw from the reserves different from the revaluation. Say if they specifically given amount withdraw from revaluation reserve, that time should be taken here. If they given just withdraw from the reserve, you should be taken information number 1. If they given the specifically the amount withdraw from revaluation reserve, that time you should be taken in as information number 3. Okay, there is no such kind of withdraw here. The next one, the profit from sick industry company, sick industry unit, there is no income. So then deferred tax, if they credited, here deferred tax is given debit side addable, then deferred tax given in credit side, that is deductible, but there is no such entry here. Next one, depreciation, very important. When deducting, I told that depreciation should be excluded from the revaluation, correct? No, it is excluded from the revaluation. So that total depreciation including of revaluation, how much? 12 lakh. From that deduct what? 2 lakh. You will get 10 lakh is a what? Depreciation excluding revaluation. Please observe this one. We have depreciation includes what? 12 lakh. Then 12 lakh includes what? 2 lakh as a depreciation revaluation. So when deducting, okay, we should be deduct this amount from the 12 lakh. Okay, so I deducted here 12 lakh minus 2 lakh, you will get 10 lakh. So while adding the depreciation to the profit and loss of to profit, that time it is including what? Revaluation. When you're deducting, it should be excluding depreciation and revaluation. Okay. The next one, amount brought forward losses, then unabsorbed depreciation as per book. It's a very important one. In the problem, they will provide brought forward business loss and unabsorbed depreciation as per IT and as per book. But MAT provision will require what? As per book. But there is no info as per book we require. Then among this, whichever is least, whichever is less, that amount should be recorded. Okay, so here there is no that much of information. The next one, gain on transfer of what? Special purpose vehicle, the business trust. Okay, there is no provisions. So then when you deduct this item, then you will get what? 76 lakhs 50,000. Okay, on this calculate the tax liability as per MAT provision, that is 18.5% on 76 lakhs 50,000, 18.5, then you will get 14 lakhs 15,000 to 50, under charge 14 lakh 15,000 to 54% as a education says, you will get 56,610. The total of this 14 lakh 71,860. Okay, this is the calculation of tax liability under MAT provision. Okay.